3 Network.
It's not a Target bag in there on the table. Is it a soda in there? Bring a straw. Looking at drawer right there.
Everyone, welcome to the Life Happens podcast. I am your host, Grace. Guys, tonight we are tackling a topic that many find uncomfortable yet universally relatable. Being used as a placeholder. Have you ever felt like you were just filling a space in someone's life until something or someone better came along? Maybe it was a relationship, a job, or even a circle of friends. It's a position that can leave us feeling undervalued and disposable. So in this episode, we'll explore what it means to be a placeholder. How do you recognize when you're in such a position? And most importantly, how do we reclaim our worth and step out of the shadows of being temporary? Can you imagine? Temporary. Oh, I can't see CJ's beautiful face. My
I know. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Got the look.
Let me see. No, that's not it. Yeah, that's. So CJ hasn't joined us in a while. Hey, welcome. Thank you for coming back. Where have you
Appreciate
been?
it.
Where have you been?
Shit, I mean, it was to my knowledge. Hey, I thought we went about 2 weeks without an episode. So I think I was with y'all last time.
Yes,
Really?
where have
Hey,
you been?
no, hey,
We
Loki,
did.
I'm gonna flip the script. Kim, where have you been? Because I think you weren't on with us like the other episode, you know. So where have you
He
been,
was not.
Miss Kim?
I
I don't know your
you know
last
that,
name, but you
that
know.
episode y'all did without me, I was so sick, guys. I mean, I was just like, I couldn't even make it. I couldn't even sit upright. I was just too sick. It was ridiculous. I was so mad I missed it too. Because I heard it was a really good episode. I even heard you guys were gonna do a part 2.
We are, but we're waiting for Tanya to come back.
Okay.
So she's been out, yeah. So we're definitely gonna do a part 2. We enjoyed Stacy last week.
Oh yeah, she can't wait to come back on. Like she really wants to come back on.
And we'd love to have her back on. Let me put this Bible here.
And we're gonna have more special guests come join us. So
yes,
y'all had a show last week.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Stacy was. Remember? Yeah, we did.
Okay. Maybe I'm tweaking. My bad.
No, you are tweaking because you don't come with us anymore. You ain't part of the club no more, baby.
Oh, my bad. I got kicked out the group chat, y'all. Shit,
You got yes, because you don't know how to act.
Oh wow.
My bad. I'm tweaking.
No, I'm just kidding.
My bad.
Hey, Kim and Felicia, how was you guys' week?
Hectic.
Good?
Busy. We have graduations coming up.
I know.
A couple of weeks ago, my daughter actually pledged. So I went to Houston. That week, y'all, it was a mess. My daughter was in an accident. I was in Houston. And when I told y'all I just couldn't do it, I was like exhausted that week. Like,
wow.
Literally exhausted. This week, I'm dealing with a graduating senior. We're down a couple of cars. So we've been kind of busy over here.
It sounds like it.
Hey.
Major life changes.
Yes, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
You know, right now it's prom season, right?
Oh yeah, I just got through with prom.
I've been trying to convince my youth at church. Some of the guys don't want to do prom, and I'm like, no, go and just have a good time because you can't recreate it, you know. So I'm just trying to convince them to actually go.
I will tell you about my
last week. That's another thing. Like I said, I have so many things. He just went to prom last week. He's going to graduate next week, and he's going to school the 31st. So I have a busy month of May.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm. Where does he go to school? Where is he going to go?
Texas A&M Commerce.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Have you already gone dorm shopping and all of that, Felicia?
yes, we're starting that. And I need y'all addresses because I'm sending y'all invitations so y'all can he's registered at Amazon
Okay.
and Target. Send my baby something. And his cash app is on it's on the invitation. So
Put in the group chats.
okay.
Yeah, send
Yeah.
us the invitations. Yeah, exactly. I'm excited for PJ. Yay!
Yay! Yeah. So we
That's
don't have time to
awesome.
do a trunk party, Kim. So I had to do something.
I know.
It's like, he graduates on the 19th. He's at school on the 31st.
I know. It's like you got to get everything together so fast.
Right.
He's going straight. Wow.
So, CJ, how are you?
I'm doing good. I appreciate it. I had a birthday last week, May 1st.
We
Happy
know.
Hey.
birthday.
Hey, turned
27, guys.
27.
Yes, he's
27, man.
27.
Hey, it's
Oh
about
my
time I
goodness.
start applying for some Social Security. Give me my
Bye.
AARP
You're
card.
not even close.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, but that's how it's going on with me, man. I'm cooling. That's how it is.
Do you feel a little bit wiser?
No.
Hell no. No, you know what? I'm to be honest, I'm 27 and so my personality is just gonna forever be goofy. I don't see myself ever not being like just a goofy, playful dude. Just cause like, bro, like man, you got two people be trying to be serious all the damn time. I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck you trying to be so serious all the damn time? You know what I'm saying? Like, just like lighten up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but nah, I'm something. I don't know, man. I don't know. But but I got all y'all in my corner, so
I like to
Mhm.
do reflections. I like to do reflections. So if you get an opportunity, since you just turned 27, kind of look back at least like maybe 3 or 4 years and see how far you've come. Just to see the growth in it, because I'm sure you are entirely different than you were when you were what, 23,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, for sure. I mean, hey, I mean, my money's up. You know what I'm saying? What Waka
Exactly.
Flocka say? Got my
Exactly.
money up.
That's
Now I
important.
can re-up. My bad. Nah, my bad. Hey, Kim, Philippe, my bad, man. Y'all finna have me act out of character. Man, I ain't finna get invited no more. I'm too ratchet.
You're not too ratchet.
Okay, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all, T ladies. All three of y'all.
So, question: have you guys watched the video?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You cut out, Rabia.
Yeah. You broke up.
Watch the video.
I don't know what you're saying, darling.
Am I still frozen? Oh
Now you're
shit!
not. Say it again now.
Mm-hmm.
I
We
said,
can
oh
hear you
shit.
now.
Okay. Have you guys watched the video?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, let's just jump into this placeholder stuff.
Why do you guys think that person is with you because they love you? No, they're just with you because they can't or haven't found the person they actually need to be with, and they're using you as a placeholder until they find your replacement. A lot of people ain't with you because they are in love. They're with you because they're in the other L word, which is lonely. They're lonely or lost, and they don't want to make this journey by themselves until they find Mrs. or Mr. Right. So what they're going to do is they're going to hold on to you. They're going to monkey branch. They keep you in one hand, and with the other hand, they're fishing for the person they actually need to be with. They are placeholding with you, and you don't know it. You're the backup plan. And plan A is finding Mrs. or Mrs. Right for them. And yes, should they let you go so you can find the person you're destined to be with? Of course so. But this person is selfish. So of course, they're going to use you as an emotional placeholder. Of course, they're going to use you as a place where they can park their sex organ at night until they find that person they actually care about. They treat you like a weekend Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Damn, not a weekend Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
That's awful. So my first question would be, what does it mean to be used as a placeholder in a relationship? And is anybody, well, let me ask CJ because he's the only male here. CJ,
Mm-hmm.
you watched the video and you heard the video now. So in your
Mm-hmm.
dating life, have you ever been in a situation where somebody was a placeholder? And
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So how
for
did that
sure.
work? How did that scenario work? And why did you choose that particular person to be a placeholder? So how does this shit all start?
Nah, like so, I'm gonna keep it a trill. I low key wanted like somebody else. This was at the time, and I guess the shawty I was like kind of talking to, whatever. She was somewhat cool. But I had like my options in the air. You know what I'm saying? And the shawty, I really was trying to, what I'm saying, get active as in like, what I'm saying, like really get right with. She was on some BS. So I said, okay, well, I got my little y'all me right here, so why would I, give her up, you know what I'm saying? And then you know what? It turns out the more effort I started, turning into like my little, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? You actually pretty damn cool, shit. You know what? We can do something.
Hold on.
You know what I'm
Uh-oh.
saying?
Uh-oh. So you saying that your person that you chose to be a placeholder turned out to be pretty cool?
Yeah, like she actually ended up being, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like she, and you know what? That's how it actually happens. Like a lot of the times, because you know what? Because the girl I wanted, she was too like unrealistic. Like at the time when because I was like 20, 19, 20 some years old, bro. She was like a senior in college. She kind of was already getting her life together, and I wasn't at the place to where I wasn't going to be able to support her needs, which is actually fine, to be honest with you. So, I was with this little, I was like, oh, I mean, you cool, that thing was hitting. That's all I'm gonna say. And I was just like, but once I had it in my mental space in my heart, I'm like, that ain't gonna work. Let me actually, give this one some effort. She actually turned up to be, pretty straight, and she cool, and we was rocking for a little bit. So
So, but did you ever like make it official with her? Or once she got the placeholder status, that was her status? Or would she ever be able to come out of that status is my question.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Hey, you can get
Mm.
yourself in that starting five, baby. You just gotta show up to practice. You keep hitting them shots. You keep doing what you do. I'm like, you know what, baby? I'm gonna put you in, goddamn. Hey, you balling in practice. No, but on a serious note, in my heart and in my mind, it's just like the friend zone. I compartmentalize. And how you say this? Compartmentalize.
Compartmentalized,
Yeah,
right?
there you go. Yeah, I already had it in my head. I said, you know what, you gonna be kind of like right here, and I'm gonna leave you right here because I really want this right here. But
Right.
and I'm gonna keep it true. When I knew this one wasn't obtainable, I'm gonna keep it true. I said, well, shit, I got me a little, what I'm saying, why not? And that's just the truth. I mean, we ain't together no more, obviously, but shit, she was rocking, she
Obviously,
cool.
because she was a placeholder, obviously. Um, I
Yeah.
mean, so it sounds like when you had intentions of what she was going to be, she never came out of that. Even though the other one wasn't going to work out, right? So
Right.
you knew she wasn't going to work out, but because you had chosen this one to be a placeholder, she never lost the status because that was your intention. So,
But see, now here's the thing though, which I believe some people, if you're smart, if you have dating options, you know what I'm saying? And if you're smart, then basically, can y'all hear me? Like, can y'all hear me?
I can
Mhm.
hear you.
Oh, okay. All right, okay. I just want to make sure. If you're smart, if you have a dating a pool, a list, whatever. Kind of knew my quote unquote the placeholder. She had potential. All right, I'm done with this iPhone shit. But she had potential to be, A1 from day one.
Mhm.
But that wasn't what I wanted. But you can always step up. I do believe that. You can always, me personally, I believe you can. See, y'all shake y'all heads,
nah.
y'all can't. Shit, say, hey,
Yeah,
I
I'm
was,
gonna
I
get
was,
the
I
I
same.
mean,
also,
but
Well,
listen, you
I,
said you're
I agree.
saying you're
Go
saying
ahead,
that
Patty Felicia. What he just
you're
said.
saying
Let
that
me.
she
You said that
was
two times.
the placeholder, right? So if she was just a placeholder, she never lost that spot because had the girl that was unattainable became
Oh
available,
yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, A1. You
see, so she'll never lose that placeholder spot.
Point exactly. She
Well,
never did because
yeah.
that was his intentions. And it's like, I'm starting to understand. If you have an intention from the beginning, you ain't moving out that spot. It reminds me of situationships almost, but it's a little different.
yeah, yeah,
You know, it's close to that for what I can see. So basically, a place to place somebody in a placeholder status means that they're not a long-term partner. They're not seen as that. That what the definition is. So you just wait until someone better comes along, and the girl that you really wanted, he just did not see CJ like CJ wanted. You know, so therefore,
right.
Facts. Yeah, she wish she would have seen the nigga now. Cause shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you lost out, baby. You lost out. This is all right though.
It's
so
No,
all
have
but
you
love.
guys, uh, Kim and Felicia, have you guys ever been in that situation or know
Well,
anybody that's
well, I think that when the guy, it's not, they don't have to have someone in, like CJ knew who he wanted, someone who was unattainable. But I think sometimes when the guys, they don't even know, they just know that the placeholder is not what they want
Right.
because they're just feeling a need, right? That placeholder is just feeling a need until I can get what I think will be suitable for me for long term. You know, it's like you're okay to sleep with and go to the movies with and hang out with my boys, you know, whatever, whatever, and just hang out and do this with. But when it comes to me bringing you home, when it comes to me introducing
yeah,
you
you
to
ain't
my
coming home.
kids, when it
No.
comes to me introducing you to my child, then yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to
Right.
do that.
Right.
I yeah.
And I have known people, and I know people now who are placeholders, but they don't know that they are, which is
Right.
Oh my God. Okay, that was the thing I wanted to ask. How do you know?
I
How
knew
can one recognize the signs that you're a placeholder?
I
there are
think you
signs.
know. I think you
How?
know. There are
There
signs.
are
I
signs
think
because I was almost in a millisecond a placeholder. I dated this guy for a couple of times. We went out and one day we was just hanging out and like we talked on the phone a lot and all that jazz. And then we just had like at the time I was very young. So of course at a very young age, I was not thinking about getting married or none of that stuff. And he
Right.
told me we were playing. He was like, "Oh, and they came up in the conversation, what you think about me or whatever." And he told me to my face that, "Oh, you're so cool to hang around and stuff. But you're not the kind of girl I would actually marry."
Oh,
And we kept talking and we kept hanging out for the rest of the night. And I never talked to him again because even though I didn't want to marry him, I didn't want to be with him, but I know that he had that thought in his head, and it was like, "Oh no, I'm wasting time." Even though I don't want to get married, that's a placeholder
right.
language.
but
well,
I have
I
about
don't,
I had a friend who was a placeholder in a marriage. Like her husband was
how
actively
in a marriage?
seeking. They were
No,
married, but he was actively seeking someone
He was
else.
dating.
nah,
He
that's
was
weird.
actually seeking. Yes, he was actually seeking. So for her, I was around them during that time, and I remember I was in the kitchen with her, and they were coming up on their like 10th anniversary,
Mm,
and she was like, "Oh, we should do like renewal vows," and he was like, "I wouldn't marry you again."
what?
Yes. He was like, I wouldn't do that. So
wow.
right then, and I was standing there like, oh,
So
I
guys, we are
want to leave
discussing
this room. Like,
placeholders.
I want to get out of this
Guys, ever
conversation
been
because it
in
was really embarrassing. But he was serious. He was like, I wouldn't do that again. I wouldn't marry you again. Like, I would not make that mistake.
Robbie, I
And
think what
2 years
to
later, they were divorced.
to what Kim is saying, the conversation and the words are there. We just don't want to hear them.
Yeah.
Like they say it in a non-aggressive way, but
Oh,
we
yeah.
just don't want to hear it. Like, I mean, like they can say something passive like, "Ooh, when I get married, the woman I marry is blah blah blah." If they say the woman I'll marry,
big.
that ain't you, miss.
That's not
If they're
you.
not talking about me and you, I see myself with you. I see you in my future, or no, it ain't you, sis. It
It
ain't. They
sounds
they
like a
say the words, we just don't want to hear them.
it sounds
I
like a
think. I
situation
think you do.
close to situationship. I had this conversation earlier. But it sounds like a situationship to me, except that normally in a situationship you have the conversation.
Yeah.
Like okay, you have the conversation typically, right? So you both know, okay, this is not, but it sounds like in the placeholders don't know that they're placeholders. And
No.
you,
They don't know.
whether you're a man or woman, you have to be listening
Mhm.
and intuitive enough. Because I think sometimes people think that, after a while he'll change his mind, she'll change her mind.
Mm-mm.
And I think from just the example that CJ gave, because of his intention in the beginning, and men know what they want.
They do.
Men know. They know from the beginning. So CJ knew from jump that she
Well,
ain't out of status.
see, here y'all go, man. See, I'm
No,
finna get
it's
a
not
bunch
a
of no.
negative thing.
I mean, okay. So I was gonna ask this. Like,
Hmm.
is there really an issue with being a placeholder? I was
Yes.
gonna say, okay. So we're gonna get to
It's
that.
just like,
No, 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 no,
yes.
no, no. Hold on, hold on. But yeah, yeah, okay, okay, okay. So go ahead and tell me what you got going on respectfully, and then I'm gonna, rebuttal what you got going on.
Respectful.
It's one
Yeah,
thing to be
respectfully.
in a situationship. We both know what this is. We ain't both are trying not to do nothing. But when you call somebody as a placeholder, that person thinks y'all are in a relationship that's gonna go
Right.
somewhere and do things. So in their mind, you're their man, they're your girl, we together, da da da. In your mind, it's I'm still looking, I'm still dating, she's all
Right.
right, this is good for now. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so and that I 100% agree with, because I do believe some intentions should be known,
Right.
but and this is just me personally. I don't see there's a issue unless I don't see an issue with the placeholder title unless there's been
Maybe. Okay.
serious unless there's been serious time wasted, because just like how Kim said that she knows somebody that, because I guess technically, right, ain't the end goal is the marriage, right?
Right.
Right.
You
Right.
in man,
That's
hell,
fucked up,
Right.
nigga,
Kim.
you right, like nigga, you
Hell.
already done married yo shawty. At this point, the game over. You should
My
and you
God.
done claimed your prize. But the reason why, and here's the point that I'm getting to, right? The reason why I feel like placeholders, quote unquote, it's somewhat a blurred line, is because I feel like we've all had people that we truly maybe really wanted, but they never either really wanted us back, or maybe that's just not what it is. I mean, unless you're
Right.
just a 10 out of 10 and just everybody wants you or whatever, right? But
Mm-hmm.
so technically, if that's not what you can get, and you're with somebody that's somewhat qualified, like they somewhat meet your needs, I feel like that's when the placeholder can end up being your husband, your wife, your whoever. I mean,
I know, but CJ,
am I tweaking?
don't you
Yes,
think
You
because
it's
when
being
tweaking.
you
deceptive?
marry
Okay, okay.
somebody,
Don't
you're
you
not
think
gonna
that's
marry
being
nobody as a
deceptive?
placeholder. She wasn't good
You're
enough.
not.
He wasn't good enough when I met him, and he's not supposed to be good enough 10 years from now.
Right.
So
And most of us, if we know that we were the placeholder, we don't want you anyway. Because
no,
why would I want you when I'm like, for you, for example, because then I'm getting irritated. You, for example, sir, when you have placeholder, okay, you said yourself from this mouth of yours, you said if girl came back,
You're breaking up, darling.
yeah, you
No,
breaking
but I heard
up.
what she was talking about. But now, but that,
baby.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
CJ, to have someone as a placeholder, I think you're being deceptive, because I think you're thinking of situationship and
Yeah,
being a placeholder.
Yeah,
Because
he
being a
is.
placeholder,
Thank you,
you're
sir.
being deceptive and you're wasting that person's time.
right.
When that person, like that, like the video said, that person could be looking for this person.
What they say, CJ,
Hey,
your
shout out
rate
to
is
my
That's
high.
girl.
my
Hey,
Gotta
boy.
take my boy. We
yo,
not attacking
no.
No, he
It's
needs to
all
stand
love.
on his stuff. If you say, you better stand on your stuff. Whatever you say, you better stand on that shit,
Oh, sweet.
because you said what you said, sir.
CJ.
10
No,
toes.
I think again, yes, stand
This
10
means
toes
I ain't
down.
leaving. This
Again,
means
there's
I ain't
nothing.
going.
I think what CJ, I don't know. I can't articulate what he wants to say,
No,
but there's nothing wrong with the situationship. I know
well,
what it is. You know what it is.
well,
But
Right.
don't have me thinking that I could be more in your life when you got your eyes on a different prize.
you know what? That's facts. Okay, okay. So I feel like this is the deviation. So let me take it back. So
Okay.
I think I'm trying to say there's technically nothing wrong with being, I guess, number 2 or second option. I know. I feel like, bro. Hold on, top now. Now hold on. Here's what we ain't finna do, right? Y'all ain't gonna sit here and tell me every nigga. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me calm down. Every man that y'all wanted. Well, you know what? I don't know. Maybe y'all may be lucky. Maybe y'all.
Yeah.
Maybe
No.
the first man you see, and you said, you know what? That's who I want. If he wanted you back, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to see the.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm not saying that doesn't happen, and I'm not saying women don't have men as placeholders, but
Right.
we're
We do.
talking about the difference. Is it right? Like, I'm gonna date
Right.
this guy, I'm gonna let him feed me, I'm gonna let him wine and dine me. But when Joe get ready, when Joe call,
When
Wait
Joe
a minute.
call, baby.
Hold on. So
Bye.
technically, wait a minute. Hold on. So technically, what I'm hearing, and I'm just playing devil's advocate because I feel
Okay.
like I be agreeing with y'all too much sometimes. Let me let me try to start a little bit. So basically, if I'm hearing this correctly, if the person you truly want does not, or it just don't work out. Let's just don't even say that they don't want. Let's just say it doesn't work out.
Mhm.
The other person that comes next, I mean, is that not technically like so you see what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying?
Placeholder. Because if the person that comes next is not a person you truly want, like you like, they
Yeah.
okay. But if I had to choose between him and him, I'm choosing number 1. I'm just gonna be with number 2 to waste time. You know, I'm just filling in the time, whether it be a time, or loneliness, or sexual, whatever it is. I'm filling in time with the placeholder.
I also feel like with the whole placeholder, I feel like some people truly know, but they don't want to believe it because because there's been some time. Hold on, because there's been some times to where, let's say that you dating a chick or whatever, or a man, that man never get posted. Let's say you break up, you get with a new nigga, the one you really wanted, you post this nigga 24/7. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, now hold the hell up. Now we've been. You know what I'm saying? Y'all went on a first date. Y'all niggas, you took this nigga to Popeyes. And you already posting with Popeyes, with my bag, got the 5-1 session. Like,
let me give you for instance. So if you're dating someone and you've been dating them for 6 months, but you still don't want to introduce your child to them, or you still don't want to introduce them to your parents, or you still don't want to, I mean, you're okay with, going out in public, but I don't want to introduce you to my mom. I don't want you to introduce you to my child. If we go somewhere, if I take you out, I'm normally going to come to your house and we're just going to hang out at your house.
Right.
That is a placeholder. I told her she was one. So
okay. So we're gonna direct this to Rabia, since she's the only one still dating. Since she won't get on my ass, I got something for Miss Man. So you know what now? Okay. So let me not get you in trouble, because I don't know what type of nigga you be dealing with. Nigga might cut the damn Wi-Fi off again. Shit be like, you're done. Just no.
Wow.
Hold on. So
Get in my business, little boy. Don't play with me.
no, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to get in your business, ma'am. But I'm just saying, if you have a person that you truly want, but if you're, no, let me not say that. Now, because it's gonna come out wrong. I know if I say it's just gonna come out like I'm being an asshole. I'm really not. But but never mind though.
Let's read the comments,
No,
Robbie.
Okay, let me read the comment. Let me read both of Keisha's comments. Keisha said, I've given number 2 a chance. He was a piece of shit, but I gave him a chance. And then she says, number 2s will never get posted. Them ugly MFers know what's up. Now. Okay, what were you saying? Because I was in response to what you said before. No, I'm not fighting with you. I'm trying to keep you honest. because you
No,
said
no,
what
no,
you
that's
said.
facts.
You
No,
know,
that's fair. I'm just saying. I feel like there's truly nothing wrong because hold on, because I told you, like, has there not been multiple times to where maybe that you don't take this person like a little bit seriously, and then you truly said, you know what, let me actually try to get to know you. You're like, you know what, you're actually pretty, you're a decent person, this, that, and the third. We can go ahead, and try to be something. Now, granted, that came after I didn't get the shawty or you didn't get the man I want. But I mean, technically that's a dub because now I'm locked in with you. Like now we, you know what I'm saying? Hey, now we here with it. I mean, just me personally. I mean, am I tweaking?
No, but I understand what you're saying, CJ. But a true placeholder of the definition, if something better comes along, you
right?
out. You know what I
You
mean? Not so much the first woman before her, but you meet another woman and you like, ooh, I want, oh yeah, that one. And you go talk to her.
right.
The other one, you kind of, not ghost all the way, but kind of, let it die on its own and you focus on somebody else. That's a placeholder.
Yes, because the truth of the matter is, there's more of a chance getting into a relationship if you're in a situationship
Right.
versus being a placeholder.
Right.
Placeholder is straight up. You just temporary until Susie comes. If Susie says yes, but even if Susie doesn't say yes, you're still not gonna make it because I'm still gonna be out there looking for somebody else because I know you ain't it.
Right.
Okay. Listen, okay. See, this is a teacher moment. Now we get into the meat and potatoes. See, now here's when the deviation. I'm using that word a lot because I heard it at my job today. But listen, so see, I hear here's where we're taking the path. Or some. I ain't gonna say me, but some are willing to, I'll say, give the second place, the placeholder, a chance. So now I'm understanding what your ladies are saying is the placeholder, there's no chance regardless. I feel like,
Right.
hey, you're only gonna be on a 10-day contract. Don't even come to me talking about
Right,
I want the max.
exactly.
You will never be the matter of fact. Don't even take your ass to summer league because we're not
Right.
okay. Versus me, I'm like, shit. You show up to practice, you get the hit layups and shit. I say, hey, we may need to start, baby girl. Go ahead and get in there.
But the ideal placeholder where you'll see, and I've seen this in real life, real time, men will date these women for 5 and 6 years and never propose, never ask. And they'll
Wow.
meet somebody and in 6 months they engage
My
to
They
get
God.
married.
engaged.
Nah, that's facts. Hey, that's some
That does
bullshit.
happen.
That's a placeholder. That was a long placeholder.
That's bullshit. So let me ask you this question. Why do you think people stay in these positions of placeholder positions for as long as they do? What do you think is it about the individual that makes you stay? Okay. Now,
Breaking up really bad.
Yeah, you're breaking up really bad. But I think loneliness is one of them. I think loneliness and then just not wanting to put in the energy just to find someone else.
Right.
I think
Not,
just loneliness and just be like, you know what? I've been in it for 2 years. I might as well just stay in it. Hopefully, in the next year, he'll ask me to marry him. And then you're like, maybe the next time, you know what I'm saying? So you just you're lonely. You don't want to be lonely, right? And then the other ones, you just don't want to put in the energy until he does meet the one. And when he meets the one, he's all in, you know?
Yeah, I listened to a TikToker talk about, y'all dragged me on this app because my fiance waited 8 years to propose to me, but I wanted to make sure he was the one. Now, I might have kind of, sort of, but not really went along with that. But y'all got 3 kids. So at what point, what's more, to me, what's more of a commitment? The 3 kids or getting married? Because it's like you're saying you want to know him better, you want to do this better. No. 3 kids. I mean, what else we need to know? Either you want to or you don't. And I think at some point, we as women need to say, either we're going to do this or we not.
Right.
We're going to do it or we not. 8 years is too long. 8 years is like a life cycle. 8 years, eight
Baby,
years plus 20, plus 25. Your baby carries. You lose 8 years off of that. So yeah, yeah. I don't want to
I,
get on a different
no,
subject.
and
Back
that's
to
true
that.
though, because even 6 months is too fucking much. I'm sorry. Because
Exactly.
I'm telling you what, when you don't feel like somebody has chosen you, it wears on you. And
Yep.
especially as a woman, it will eat you up. It'll mess up with your self-esteem. When you
Hmm.
really start thinking about it, say if you got out of a situationship or whatever you've been in, and you start really thinking about, like, what the hell did I think? Or what was I thinking that I agreed to this?
Right.
Because sometimes you agree to something and you change your mind, or they change your mind, and then you're like, but why did I even do this?
Right.
Because a lot of people do that. They don't be alone. Most times they don't be alone. Um, they know what it's not to have somebody. Even like when basically it fucking wears on you.
Yeah.
Like
It does.
men and women are so different, and I think sometimes we forget that, especially in the way dating is now, the way God designed us as women. Just having casual sex weighs on us more so than it would the man, because that's what you do, right? That's how you were designed. We're not
Right.
designed that way. It's just
Right.
not is. But we modern day women now, we think we can do things that men can do.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
We can't.
Mm-mm.
It will mess you up,
It will.
honestly.
Yep.
and here's another thing, like a lot of placeholders or I ain't gonna say second place, 'cause I feel like we already, we don't cover it. So we're gonna specifically talk about placeholders. I feel like placeholders normally, it's normally them that they're the one that are really so much more in love or in
Hmm.
likeness or in
Hmm.
lustness or whatever of the other
Hmm.
person, that's probably why they like, no, I wanna keep you as
Yep.
long as I can,
Right.
Right.
both for men and women. So
Yeah.
cause you know what,
Right.
cause truthfully, cause just like how I was boy, I've been a placeholder. Shit, that motherfucker. I said, hey, what?
Yeah.
Never mind. Nah. Hey, never mind. Nah, I ain't gonna tell you about my shit, but nah, fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Nah, but basically, you know what I'm saying? I was a little placeholder, and I ain't gonna lie. I felt some type of way for a split second. And,
And then
for a
what did
split
you
second,
do?
huh?
So how did you manage your emotions?
I had to, like we talked about like 2 years ago. You gotta know. Guess what? Y'all gotta know your self worth.
That's right. That's
Yeah, yeah. So I just know my self worth, and I feel like a lot of placeholders. Now, you know what? I'm gonna keep it true. There's nothing wrong with being a placeholder if you truly do not know that, because it's okay to be a little ignorant. Now, when you
What?
for sure, no, it's okay to be ignorant. I mean, shit. If
no,
you don't know,
sir.
If you don't know, you don't
no.
know.
Okay.
Rabia, if you don't know, then shit, this
You
shit, you
know.
don't know. No, hold on. But when you
Wasting
start
my
having,
time, baby.
You know.
At some point you're gonna leave me, right? And I'm sorry, you get to a certain age in your life, you don't have the luxury to waste time. So I am 48, right? Somebody makes me a placeholder, and I'm thinking, oh, eventually he's gonna marry me. In freaking 2 years' time, I'm 50 years old.
Yep.
And
Right?
then what? Poor guy, I need
But
to know what my position is, and I'll play my position,
I
right.
right?
think
Well,
The
I think a
emotional
lot of
side,
times. Go ahead.
shit.
I think a
The
lot of
emotional
times,
side, you
like
gotta take care of
CJ.
it, right? When you get out of it, there's a grieving process. You get the fuck on, because that's what you have to do. But you can't tell me if your ignorance is okay. Hell no. What the fuck you mean?
well,
No,
I
you
mean,
wasting your time. Waste your mammy's time, baby.
Yeah, I think a lot of the times when people are placeholders, it's that they know, but they don't want to know because it's like time served. Like I've been with him 3 years, I don't want to
Right.
start
yeah,
over. We almost they feel like they're almost to the finish line, but it's a moving target, because a
Baby.
guy that got you as a placeholder was like, well, I need to get my money right. Why do you need to get your money right? We already live together. We already share our bills. Why you need to get your money right? Oh, I need to.
Cause
It's always a different reason and a different excuse to why I'm gonna keep you in this placeholder position.
Oh yes, yes.
and
I had a girlfriend who was dating this guy, and it was First, it
You don't
was
want to.
let me graduate college, and it was like okay, and then then we'll talk about our future. Okay, so after you graduated college, it's like oh, let me get a good job first, and then we can talk about our future.
Nah,
And then
nigga.
it's like oh well, let me get a house first, and that's it's been 5 years now, and it's like
No,
okay, apparently I'm not the one at this
Yep.
point. At this
Yep.
you're
point,
not.
I'm not the one. But I think we should like educate women out there and men too that what are some like key things that you will notice uh, that you can say, okay, I'm a placeholder. I kind of fit into this role. I think one of the things is that they don't want to talk about the future.
Yes, they avoid future plans. Yep,
Yes.
And
that's a big one.
relationship status.
Right.
What
Yes.
are we
Um,
doing? Where are we going?
right. They keep the relationship a secret. Nobody knows. No, I'm not talking about like you be together for a year and I'm a secret. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
No secret.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
now okay. I'm sorry. Am I
Yes.
ugly? What you don't like me? Oh, do you
Mm-hmm.
have somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the thing of it is that what women need to remember, men are not consistent. He just don't want you
Mm-hmm.
because he'll be consistent with the one that he wants. Okay, don't get it twisted. They say, "Oh, men, they don't do this for me." They don't, but no, he don't want you. And you as a woman have to understand that and say it's okay because you may not like milk in your coffee, but some other nigga will.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, you like what you like. It ain't you, sis. But we try to give men a bad rep. Oh, he's not. No, if you're honest with yourself, you can say, well, he just didn't want me.
Mm-hmm.
You just didn't want me. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And move
I
on.
ain't the
Yeah.
person.
And move
And there
on.
is
No, it's
absolutely nothing
fine.
wrong with you.
That's
It's
right.
just that he's not, just like I heard this guy talking about men, you might think your wife a 7, but another man might think your wife a 12. So be
Right.
careful on how you move. You taking for granted what you have, using your wife as a placeholder instead of, you know, loving who she is or where she at. But that's a whole nother topic. But it's like one man may think you're a 5 and another man may think you a 30. It's like
You go.
everybody's taste is different.
It is. It
And
definitely
I
is.
think
And
you can end it at any time. I
yeah,
don't think 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, whatever season you in, sis, if you out there and whatever season you're in, end it. And if you can answer this question, like, wait a
right.
minute, I have been a secret for over a
Right.
year.
And then
Wait a
what is
minute.
I
He
don't know
doesn't
who
like to
told me
talk about
this.
the future. Wait a minute. He doesn't want to classify our relationship. Okay, I'm a placeholder. Okay,
Hmm.
yeah.
And
This
how
is
are
not
you gonna
what it
find
is.
the best advice I got was how are you gonna find Mr. Right when you keep hanging on to Mr. Wrong or
Hmm.
Mr. Right now?
Oh wow, I like that, Mr. Right Now.
Right.
And
Or
that's what a
maybe
placeholder is, Mr. Right Now. He take me out to dinner. We go to a movie. I'm not physically attracted to him, but he feels he take care of business.
sometimes people fulfill an emotional part, right? But they can't fully give themselves to you for whatever reason. And so I'm gonna talk from a woman's perspective. Woman, we will hold on because we think, oh, he says certain things to me. He's nice to me. He understands me. And you will look up and 10 years will pass by, baby. And you in this space because you thought, well, because let's go back to this because we now have bonded or we think we bonded and that negro is not bonded with you. You are meeting a need for right now,
Mm-hmm.
for right now, and you wasted time.
And then
But
you'll
people
find those
do
men
that.
out there who will gaslight the women when they ask the
They do.
questions, right?
But
But
some
that's
of them,
why you
you
need
know,
to look at their actions. I don't listen to nothing no man tell you. Watch what he do. That'll tell you everything you need to know. If he not
that's
calling you his
true.
girlfriend, his fiance, his wife,
That's
I mean, if he
true.
ain't saying none of that, yeah, you probably a placeholder. And then if they're gaslighting you with those terms, okay, if I'm your girlfriend, then where's my allowance? Prove it. Why I don't have no ring? Why I don't have a key to your place? Why don't I have? I mean, there are things that come with that. So I don't
Right.
listen to nothing the man say. Show me. I want to see it.
I'm laughing because anyway, show me. Okay. You're right though. That's too funny. Okay, I have a question. Okay, so can women make a man a Mr. Right now?
Yes. Yeah.
Huh?
Can we,
What you said? What? Huh?
Oh yeah.
can women make a man a Mr. Right now? Yeah, you can be
Robbie, can you
temperate.
explain that? Like, right? Like, can you explain it to me?
Yeah, like a
Mhm.
placeholder. Basically, your placeholder is Mrs. Right now. Can women do that? Yes, women can do that.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
oh, oh yeah, oh yeah.
So you only got one job to do, sir, and you may want him to fix your house. He got one job to do. I mean, amongst other things, but I'm just saying that's your role. I'm just waiting for the person I really love to come along, and then I'm gonna jump ship. Same
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yep. Or I
Same
don't
thing.
want to be like Kim was saying. I don't want to be lonely. We can do Netflix and chill. We can hang out. We can do this. I'm bored. What you doing? What you got on?
No,
Uh,
yeah, I got this motherfucking.
yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
come on. That's
I
Mister
got
Right
this. You know what I
now.
mean? Right now.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? So I'm gonna offer like a little piece of advice. You know what I'm saying? Like to all my placeholders, my number two, shit, my number three, number four's hell, shit, in the goddamn rotation. You know what? So how about instead of really trying to be in the relationship? See, I feel like some people be so trying to get people. Just chill. Listen, you so right. You so wrapped up in trying to get him or her. Let him or her do their thing. And if
Mm-hmm.
they really got you like they say they got you, they gonna get with you. I guarantee you. Because here's something that you gotta learn. I'm sorry, let me tweak. Y'all already know the shit. Here's something, just I'm tweaking. Like, this is just some things that I picked up. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, okay, shit. I may want a damn Ferrari. A lot of people want some Morse chestnuts, some Shamir Moores. A lot of niggas
Tomorrow.
want. Oh,
Yellow.
yeah. Okay, my bad. Yeah, or whatever, or whoever you think was found in the '90s and shit. Wesley Snipes. I don't know, but you have to find somebody that truly likes you and that wants you. So
Right.
why you doing because you can give yourself a lot, like, and that's for real. So why don't you just chill? You keep that conversation. They say, hey, so Asa, you want to go? I'm sorry. So they, let's say that you ask, maybe a few times, like, hey, hey, when we go on a date, when we go on this and third, they keep giving me the word around. Oh, I got work, I got other shit. You say, okay, bet, let it rest. Hey, hey, just be like, okay, I got you. I'm cooling. And if they really about that life with you, they'll find a way. If they don't, just move on.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? That hurts a lot because a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah.
You said move on.
That's
So how
true.
does one move on from being a placeholder?
It's
How,
it's too goddamn easy. Shit. Hey, if you don't like me like that, you know what? They saved you
Okay.
the issue. They saved you the stress, the drama, the financial, the physical, the emotional stress. They already let you know they don't fuck with you like that. So you need to, but some people need to feel like they ain't shit for them to move on. Some people really to be like, I'm really not your cup of tea. Some
Yeah.
people have to feel
right.
like that,
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel
Sometimes,
like,
yeah,
but
you
I
have to
feel like
have.
that's, yeah. I'm sorry, Robbie.
No, no, you go
You got
ahead.
no.
No, no,
I was
you go
just
ahead.
saying, no. I was just saying that that's easier said than done. Because I mean, trust me. How I am right now wasn't me 6, 7 years ago. This. Who you ladies are. It wasn't 10 or sometimes 20 years ago. That took a lot of time and maturation. I don't even know I'm saying that right, but just
Maybe you're trying, babes. You're doing good. You're doing good.
from
Yeah.
the heart, man. From the heart, man.
You are. Yeah, you
Think.
you said something key. You said sometimes you gotta feel like shit. And I think it's good to sit in a space, an uncomfortable space where you do feel like shit and have those hard conversations with yourself and ask yourself the question like why did I allow myself to be a number two? Or why did I allow myself to be in this space? What was it about me that was comfortable in that space? You know, you got to build yourself back up. I mean, sometimes you could have your self-esteem is fine, but you made that decision at a time for whatever reason, and you have to figure out what the hell was that wound that made me say that, okay, I'm okay doing this, when really that's not really who you are, right? I
Right.
mean, no one raises a child and says, "Hey, baby, if you know, be somebody's number two." We don't raise our kids to do that. We don't tell them we tell them you're the best of everything, right? But we make these decisions. So, what made me make that decision? I think that's a good place to start.
I,
But I
I, I
think a lot of the times, once I feel like, and this is for women, men, I'm sorry, CJ, but it's not for men, but for
not for
women,
sure.
once a man has treated you right, once a man has loved you right, you can't
Mhm.
go back. You know, if he's treated you like you want to be treated, and say you messed it up or he messed it up or whatever happened, the next guy that comes along, when he start treating you like a second string or like that, you don't have time for it. And I think a lot of women have never had that experience of being treated well, so they have nothing to compare it to.
Ooh.
That's why I think some of them settle for second string. And then there are other past wounds and history with men that also has to do with why some settle, why some women seek out married men or men that, you know, are in relationships and they okay with being a side chick. So I think that's an internal thing. But I think for the majority, if a woman has been treated well, it's hard to go back to not being treated well.
Yeah,
Facts.
I agree.
Not gonna happen.
Uh, no, what? No, no, you got it. I'll wait till the last in the.
No, because I was gonna change. I was gonna ask a different question. So, Summer, go ahead.
No, 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 no. Just right quick. For another reason, and I was thinking why the whole placeholder status. Me personally, I feel like, and y'all know I'm a big sports guy, so I'm gonna compare everything to sports. You know what I'm saying? Men, we know when it's a good woman. You know what I'm saying? And we know about the bad ones. You know what I'm saying? The majority
Right.
of the times. And we can spot out. Guess what? Potential. See, we just like sports age, we like, damn, okay, we see what she got going on. Ages with a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? Hey, she'll be right. And hey, shit, matter of fact, she may get the goddamn biggest contract. Hey, you getting the max contract, baby girl.
What?
But just not yet. Hold on. But just not yet. Because you know what?
Not yet.
If LeBron James said, I want to come to the team, oh, shit. Come on. Hey, come on through here. Girl, I give you half my goddamn roster.
Funny.
But on a serious note, I feel like, we can spot out the potential. And I feel like some, that we know a good girl, but we just don't want to let them go because we know they good. And you have a bunch of times where, hey, we let somebody go, you want to scroll at IG about 3-4 years later, see what they hit. You like, damn, I should have, shit. You be like, damn, now look at
No,
me.
no, you should have done exactly what you did. Stay over there. Okay?
You're right. No, you're right. But, that's a story for another day. Huh? Go
I'm
ahead.
just like, stay over there, because even if that person came back and tried to choose you, you're still not gonna take them seriously. Because you should have told me in the
No,
first place, but you didn't, and that's fine. Because hey, you didn't want milk in your coffee. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
that's cool. So why do you want
That's
milk? And why do you want me now? Why do you want me now? That's the question I
Right.
need to be asking. Like, okay, what has changed? What
stupid
has
question. No,
changed?
right? What has changed?
My
You
boyfriend, that's what's changed. So you don't have to say it 'cause I don't spend the block.
right. So my next question was, how does one avoid being a placeholder in the future? Like, what are some things that we can do to avoid being a placeholder?
CJ said it. Know your self worth.
But before that, I mean, that's part of it, yes. I think um it's about communication. I wrote some stuff down when I was thinking about it. I think it's about communication. We're not communicating effectively, right? We as women are hearing what we want to hear, for one thing. Um, somebody said something. I think it was Felicia. You said it took one time for somebody to say one thing to you and you moved. That's the thing. You paid attention,
Right.
right? You
Right.
paid attention. And yes, self-worth is huge because I mean, if you have self-worth, you're gonna recognize a sign that this ninja don't want me for real, right? He said, Another thing too, I noticed about men, when they want something, they're very intentional,
Very.
extremely intentional. If they don't want it, they're not gonna say it. Most of them,
Because
Uh,
usually women that are placeholders, they take on what I've seen. Now I don't know. This is not a study. This is just for entertainment purposes only. But women that I see that are placeholders really try to force the relationship. They're like, "Oh, come over. What are we gonna do today? What are we going?" And he's not actively participating in the relationship.
I ain't trying to do shit
Again,
today, baby.
we just I'm bored. Like they be like, I think I gotta go to work. You think you gotta go to work? Oh, I think I might have something else to do. But a man that really wants to pursue you and be with you does just that. He pursues you. So I think
right?
that goes both ways. Even with men, if he keep trying to ask you out and do stuff and you keep putting him off, you're a placeholder. Then you finally say, okay, we can go out. To me, that's placeholder mentality. It's like, oh yeah, he's not really into me. I kind of forced this to happen. So I think we need to be careful with that too.
I think you just have to be wise.
Yeah.
If you were a placeholder 2 years ago, and then you find yourself in that same place again, you got to step back and,
Right.
like y'all said, you got to evaluate some things. Like, okay, what is it about me that I keep finding myself in these same situations?
Right.
Because
For real
apparently
though.
it's a
Yeah.
familiar spirit. These people are finding
Right.
me, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like attracting these type of people, and I need to step back before I get into another relationship because I don't want to enter into another placeholder status relationship that I was in for the
Right.
last 2 years or 6 years or 4 years or 6 months.
Child, 6 years. Lord
Yeah.
have mercy.
But nobody wants to do the work.
They
Nobody
don't.
thinks, I mean, nobody thinks they're broken. Even at this stage in my marriage, I do work. I look at myself,
Do
I
the work.
evaluate myself. What can I do better? What's going on with me? Why do I feel this way? Why when he said this did I feel this way? Why is this, I'm a constant student of myself. Like, why am I acting this way? What are my needs? So I think
Right.
women are taught that that's being selfish, but it's really not. It's just knowing who you are. So I think a lot of the time when you're a placeholder, you really don't know who you are, who you want to be with this person.
I
And
Yeah.
nobody
agree.
wants to do the work. Nobody wants to do the work.
Do the work.
No,
Everybody thinks they're fixed.
well, yeah, because it's easier to live in shit anyway than to actually confront yourself and say, "Hey, I'm not good here." People don't want to do it. You're right. People don't want to have uncomfortable conversations. They don't want to be uncomfortable. They want to build this facade and lie in their mind. But at the end of the day, you are still suffering. And I don't like to suffer because I'm gonna tell you, I learned so much in the past 5 years about self-love
Hmm.
because that was an area for me that I didn't know was a problem. But when I learned that, now I'm sometimes called selfish. No, because I choose myself. I cannot be a good partner, a good mother, a good whatever to anybody if I don't give myself the things that I want to give other people or what I expect other people to give me. I gotta give it to me first.
Right.
And women, we are naturally givers, right? We take care of our children, our husbands, and all this stuff, and leave nothing for us. And
Hmm.
so, you even in a relationship, in a marriage, you got to be selfish with yourself. Kim's not feeling well.
You're
So we
frozen,
need to do
Robbie.
better at that as women.
Yeah.
Am I still frozen?
You stop it.
Am I still
No, you're
frozen?
good now.
Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on with this Wi-Fi.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, if you've been a placeholder, baby, don't do that shit again. Love yourself enough because you are somebody's number one.
Yeah.
Somebody will want you.
Hmm.
Hey, just to all my placeholders and number two out there, man. I'm gonna let you know. Now, hold on. Now, real talk, real talk. Listen, I'm speaking to you, baby girl. Let me tell you something. Listen. I don't know if you in tune with sports, but it's a lot of players. They played on one team. They didn't get a lot of opportunity. They went to the other team. They started balling out. They got the next contract.
Listen,
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
nope. So is that your final thoughts, CJ?
Yeah, that's my final thought. Shit, hey, you may need to go to another team. Shit, they got you goddamn starting five. You getting that big girl contract. Welcome to the big leagues, baby. Yeah.
I, I think that we need is just not just women, but men and women as well. Need to look for situations where you appreciate it, right? Where people make you feel loved and appreciated. But most importantly, you got to give yourself that love first, so you can be able to receive it. Because sometimes we look at situations through the lens of trauma, and you have to be able to differentiate between the two. Is it my trauma talking, or is this Negro trying to put me in a placeholder status? What is it? You gotta
Mm-hmm.
know the difference.
Right.
See? So anyway, guys, it is now 8 o'clock. I enjoyed you guys. CJ, thank you so much for
Thank you,
being on.
Thank you.
CJ.
Thank you.
We will see you guys.
Happy belated birthday.
Yes,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
there you go. Even the balloons are talking on your behalf.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.